that moves horizontally between high and low pressure zones, makes wind. For thousands of years, wind has shaped human life, regulated the climate, spread pollen, propelled ships, even destroyed cities. For the past 10 years, China has maintained the most installed wind turbines in the world, benefiting people globally. The west and north of China is home to the Qinghai Tibet Plateau and the vast interior of Asia. To the east of the country is the Pacific Ocean. In winter, the land cools faster than the oceans, and as the air above it has higher pressure, air flows over the land to the ocean. While in summer, the ocean remains at a lower temperature than the land, and the air above it retains a higher pressure. This difference in pressure causes sea breezes to blow from the ocean to the land. These seasonal changes in atmospheric circulation cause monsoons. Thanks to its unique geographic features, China has the world's top wind energy capacity. And the microtopography determines the distribution of wind energy resources in China. Winter is the busiest time of the year for the wind turbines in Xinjiang's Dabanqing district. The airflow at this time of year blows in from the hinterland of Asia and blasts the turbine's blades. One day's worth of wind power can power over 1,000 homes for a month. In 1992, China's first large-scale wind power station was officially put into operation here. In just 10 years, there are already 40 wind farms, becoming one of the most important wind power generation hubs in China. This satellite image shows that Zhongtian Mountain's southern slope is covered with snow, while its north slope is a patch of green. It runs in parallel with the east of Tian Shan Mountains. And there is a 20-kilometer wide canyon between the two ranges. When the air from the open interior land of Asia flows into the narrow canyon, the velocity of the airflow will increase. This is called the Venturi effect. The Dabanqing wind farm is in the middle of this canyon. Dabanqing district is in the narrow canyon, which stretches almost the length of northern China. A rare giant corridor in Asia is formed in the middle of the Tian Shan Mountains, Gansu Province's Beishan Mountains, and the Altai Mountains. The west wind from the Siberian plain travels all the way east, then turns to north side of Yinshan Mountains, and finally cross the Dahingan Mountains to the northeast China Plain. These winds from the three northern regions, northeastern, northwestern and northern China, turn the blades of thousands of wind turbines. based on this energy generated in the westerly belt and the East Asian monsoon circulation. China has ranked first globally for installed wind power capacity for 12 consecutive years. But there is still work to be done to utilize wind power. Natural wind is known to be an unstable power source, which could have a negative impact on the power grid. Projects like one in Zhangbei County, Hebei Province, more than 200 kilometers away from Beijing, could help address these issues. In Zhangbei, you can find the world's first flexible DC grid converter station. It's like a pump which precisely controls the direction, speed, and amount of the water flow. It helps to make unstable clean energy flow into the grid efficiently, stably, and safely. And powered all of the Beijing Winter Olympics venues with green electricity. Over the past 10 years, China has endeavored to make wind one of its most important energy sources. This has taken substantial investment, innovative ideas, and suitable supportive policies to achieve. There is still a lot of potential to further develop wind power. China has about 18,000 kilometers of coastline. Monsoons, sealand breezes, and tropical cyclones have facilitated abundant wind energy for China. The Jiangsu Rudong offshore wind farm has Asia's largest offshore wind farm. In 2021, this wind farm built 760 new wind turbines. These new turbines created additional energy equivalent to annual basic electricity consumption of 4 million households and reduced carbon dioxide emissions by 11.64 million tons. In 2012, China's wind power generation was 100.8 billion kilowatt-hours. In 2021, it had grown to 652.6 billion kilowatt-hours. More than the combined electricity consumption of the UK, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Norway for the whole year of 2020. Based on these achievements and more, China, a country which has 1.4 billion people and whose annual GDP exceeds 110 trillion yuan, plans to peak carbon dioxide emissions before 2030 and to achieve carbon neutrality before 2060. The satellite shows that these efforts are making our world better, more green and blue, cleaner and more colorful.